Hi everybody, it's Michael Wilson. I'm actually going to walk through the gameplay from the Space Monsters Love Bullets prototype. You're actually looking at this in the simulator on a MacBook Pro, so you're seeing a mouse pointer. You won't see that in the final game when it runs on both iOS and Android devices. We do have a stretch goal that makes the port happen for both Windows PC and Linux, in which case you'll probably see a fancy crosshair mouse pointer. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you're seeing here is the main interface. Right now, very bare about options and play. These will probably change around. But what you are seeing is the ability to connect to Facebook. You'll be able to use this to share challenges, share achievements. Same thing for Twitter. And we're planning on supporting Game Center on the iOS devices, and we'll support the new Google Play services on Android. So what we're seeing right here is basically the entire game mechanic. You have a counter up here that's counting how many credits you have. You have our little spaceman Ted here, who's walking back and forth from the storage repository here to your cannon, bringing over additional bullets. If I fire a bullet, you see that those bullets actually cost 1 coin. If they hit one of these smaller monsters, you get a coin back. So for these kind of transactions, you're looking at a 1-to-1 ratio. So it's not hurting, not helping. If I were to miss, though, coin goes away, and I don't get a replenishment for it. I only get replenished when Ted brings them back. So how do I get more coins? Obviously, you could wait, but if we kind of clear a little path to this bigger guy, he takes 5 coins to destroy, and he delivers 10 coins when he's killed. So this becomes a little way to start farming credits for in-game items. Some of the in-game items you can get are additional weapons. So let's look at this one. This is a bouncy bullet. You can shoot it into, you see it kind of bounces around there. If you can get it into a group of monsters, even though it takes 3 credits to shoot, it'll deliver a credit for each monster it hits on the way down. Another weapon here is the missile. If I can launch that up and over, it explodes, and it delivers a bunch of shrapnel that bounces around again and can get you more coins. Let's get that guy, because he was almost dead. So anyway, this is kind of the farming mechanic for the game. Instead of something as boring as planting plants on a farm and waiting for them to grow and then harvesting them, you really get the farming mechanic in this game. Is all about shooting the monsters. A little pachinko action as well. If we can get some bullets up and above, we get those big, great physics-based explosions. Also targeting some of the bigger characters will get us more as well. So we started with 25 when we started doing this demo, and now we're about 83. So you can see that kind of pace. Now, obviously, if we go crazy and start firing a bunch of bullets and they go everywhere, my total can drop rather rapidly. In fact, you can get to the point where you've completely run out of credits and you have to now wait for Ted to bring you back more bullets. Or only being able to fire 2 at a time in this case, because that's all I have. It costs a bullet, cost a credit the second you shoot it, and you don't get that credit back until the credit actually shows up in the storage depot. So that's the farming mechanic for the game. So let's talk a little bit about challenges. Every now and again, you'll be offered up a challenge. The challenge can be clear all the monsters on a level. The challenge could be a series of objects or items that are floating in the air that you have to shoot, or killing a boss monster with only killing a couple aliens. So in this case of this challenge, I'd have to shoot one of those aliens, wait for him to come by, and well, did not succeed, but just shoot the middle alien. Eventually, Ted here will stop walking back and forth, and he's going to need something. So we pull up this menu. He could need a new helmet, he could need different gloves, different boots. He also has emotional needs. He might want a pet, he might want a vacation. Those kind of things are mini games that you'll play. The coffee mini game I'm working on right now, you have to collect a filter, you have to collect coffee beans, you have to collect a grinder, you have to put them together in the correct order. You'll get a cup of coffee that you'll then place in one of these inventory slots. You'll get a boost for that, so Ted may carry 2 or 3 bullets at a time, or he might walk faster while he's under the influence of that power-up. We can close that out. We've seen the weapons display here already. Also, collecting coins will allow you to buy weapons. You also can find weapons, so every now and again a monster will drop a package. You can open that package, and there'll be an item in it, or there'll be a random item where you'll spin a wheel, and one of various items that can be delivered from that package will pop out. The last piece is kind of the achievements or the level building. There's a ton of hidden achievements, so the first time you clear a board, you'll get an achievement for that. The first time you connect 100 shots in a row without missing, that's an achievement. Once you get to some of these hidden achievements, they'll actually unlock other achievements that you can go and try to get. And it's not unlike Jetpack Joyride, where you're kind of always trying to get that next achievement. There's a training level, and actually we're not even seeing a lot of the monster types here because this is just the prototype. But monsters don't necessarily travel in this pattern. They have full physics capabilities, so they can fly across the screen. They can be dropped. In fact, there's a little alien that drops alien eggs that you have to shoot before they hit the bottom to get the full credit for shooting that. That is Space Monsters Love Bullets, the prototype. My guess is the game's maybe 15 to 20% complete at this level. There's still a lot of work to do around the virtual pet that Steve becomes, and obviously levels of monsters, all the achievements, and that's why I'm looking for your support on Kickstarter. I think this is an interesting game. I think this has an interesting mechanic, and if you can support it, it'd be great. Thanks for watching.